This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here's a look at your top headlines on this Thursday morning. Charges are expected in a stabbing investigation out of Oakland County. The Sheriff's Department says the victim is a caseworker for a company that helps refugees, and that the suspect is a refugee from Afghanistan. We're working to get more details, but we do know the stabbing happened along Red Root Road in Orion Township on Wednesday. Police say the suspect drove away from the scene but was arrested a short time later. The victim was stabbed several times and at last check was recovering from surgery. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed several bills to expand reproductive freedom in Michigan. They include one that allows pharmacists to directly prescribe contraceptives to patients. Whitmer says the bills will give women more access to critical health care by lowering costs. There's encouraging news for auto workers. Stellantis is recommitting to plans to build vehicles at Detroit and Illinois plants. The automaker says it will build the next generation Dodge Durango SUV in Detroit and a new midsize pickup truck at a shuttered plant in Belvidere, Illinois. That news comes as auto experts debate the impact of possible tariffs being talked about by President Donald Trump. Some say tariffs could raise the price of a new vehicle by as much as $3,000. Other experts say just the threat of tariffs may prompt other countries to lower prices on goods to stay competitive. Fire crews in the Los Angeles area are fighting a new fire. It's called the Hugh Fire and is burning around an area about the size of a football field every few seconds. Tens of thousands are under warnings or evacuation orders. The fire started 45 miles northwest of Los Angeles. As of this hour, no homes or businesses have been damaged. After losing these three members of its coaching staff, what's next for the Detroit Lions? Well, we're about to find out. Lions GM Brad Holmes is talking this morning. We'll have an update from him at noon. These are the now ex-Lions. Defensive line coach Terrell Williams, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, and defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, all heading to new teams next season. Right now, let's check in with next weather forecaster Stacy DeFord. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning, Chris. We are seeing that light snow that moved in overnight continuing through the morning hours. And in fact, if you're traveling along I-75, we're really seeing that snow move through that area now. So you might have a little bit of a slower commute out there. Here's what we are watching for today. That light snow sticking around for the morning hour. Then we do have a chance of seeing some lake effect flurries off and on throughout the rest of the day and the evening. We're going to be seeing single-digit wind chills again tomorrow morning and Saturday morning, and we do have a warm up on the way. We're going to see our temperatures get closer to average by the beginning of next week. So if you're heading out this morning, not as brutally cold as it has been, but again, those wind chill temperatures still in the single digits. So when you're sending those kids back out to the bus stop, be sure and layer them up. Here's a look at the next weather futurecast, and again, we see that light snow sticking around through the morning hours and then finally starting to decrease through the afternoon. Again, some lake effect flurries possible off and on through the rest of the day into the evening hours. Our temperature feels like later on this morning, still in the single digits. This afternoon, it's going to feel like it's in the teens. We're going to be a little bit chillier tomorrow after a cold front moves through today. 21 for the high, but we do start a warming trend over the weekend, and we're going to see those temperatures get back closer to average by the beginning of next week.
Thanks for that, Stacy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.